Taurus, welcome to your February readings. As always, keep in mind that this is only a general reading. Always take what it feels right and with what does resonate within your own life experiences at this time. And if you would like a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. So, Taurus. Well, I feel that for the majority of you, you're trying to overcome the own obstacles that you impose on yourself, meaning you're trying to fight through your demons, fight through the voices of your mind that are continuously like broken records telling you the same things. And it's such an intense it's like it feels like an intense constant mental struggle for you to move aside the worries and the anxiety and the agony that certain experiences and circumstances that possibly have a root in the past are still causing to you in the present time. Some of you may be affected during nighttime in particular. You may be having a real hard time sleeping, resting, concentrating, focusing on, the type of moment you are in, which actually is trying to lead you on to some good opportunities once you move away from this energy. Some Taurus, I see some Taurus in February for some reason focused on moving, traveling, changing homes, changing residence, changing location, going away for a weekend, which would be very advisable with the Six of Swords. I feel that some of you need to take you and your family, or just you, because I feel that some of you are really worried with family issues, family concerns, or more, it's like established type of relationships. So marriages, your children, your family itself, the heritage that is being passed over you, and even your, establishment, the establishment of the institutions of the world around you. So the role you are playing in society, and possibly being involved in something where you need to have some rules or some conventional, a more conventional, dogmatic outlook and behavior. All of that, it's causing you some preoccupation. It has a root on establishments or things in your life that you want to establish, and you're just not finding yet the way or the means to do so. I feel that some of you may feel unsupported by your family, whichever this family situation is. You're feeling unsupported, or you are fearing the lack of stability and support that certain situations may bring. But I feel that the month of February, it's a very important month in terms of you having here some important learning to do in regards to the way you treat yourself, the way you appreciate yourself, the way you love yourself, the way you give care to yourself to a certain degree, where you are nourishing the good aspects of your nature and not repeating constantly what you believe is wrong with you, what you believe you should have done better, what you believe someone did to you. I know, because this is coming from a very subconscious place, you may not even realize until you start feeling the effects of sleep deprivation or anxiety attacks, or your nervous system being totally a wreck. You may not even be mindful of what you are doing to your mind when you are feeding continuously this rumination over concerns. Also, the Nine of Swords is is a card of, I feel, for me, in my experience, this is an energy that it's a little bit violent. It's like we open up a portal of energy, especially with the moon here as well. It's like when these energies are present, we really need to be careful, because when we start replaying or feeding this negative focus with these cards, we can actually attract energies that are really violent and really disturbing to our mental health and balance. So please watch your focus. Be conscious of your unconscious drives that are keeping you in replay. Others of you do have financial gains and good work, financial or business opportunities in the horizon, and I feel that some of you may be moving or traveling or just changing some scenario, some idea, some way, some approach in the way you deal with business. You may be needing to change something ahead in order to get this financial return. Some of you may be worried with financial, it's like financial heritage or money that it doesn't really feel finances are coming just from your work. It's more finances that have a shared energy to it. So heritage, money in the family, inheritance, divorce settlements, anything that may involve establishments and money. So it's not just you and your partners or your family. It's like a joint assets here. It may even involve debts or banks of some sort with the Hierophant or the Pope here. So you really, I feel that you don't have reasons to worry as you try again to live the moment to the best extent you can. And also I feel that you're putting too much pressure, some of you, on yourselves to fix things that have no repair. Some of you need to understand that there's things that have no repair, and either we accept the flaw of whichever it is that we have been trying to repair and it's not working. Either we live with the flaw of it or we let it go, because I feel that there's something you may be insisting to repair that has no repair. Some of you still lack the trust in you to move away from what is not serving you, and some of you are lacking trust as well in others. So due to past situations where possibly you felt betrayed, or just that you have let your guard down, and that caused whichever happened, the hurt, the difficulty. Some of you may be having difficulty now as well trusting people that is coming in and or trying to come into your space. And the message here is as well that, love or relationships don't just fall from the sky. And what I feel they want to say about this is that you need to do some conscious effort, and it's going to be hard for you at this time to do so, because this Nine of Swords, the Moon, and this Six of Swords together are really, it's like you're having to pull amazing subconscious psychic energies to help you here move away. But once you disconnect, once you find your trigger to shut down the voices of worry, once you do that, I feel that you will start seeing and acknowledging how maybe you have been missing out on so many things. You know, it's a process to find this mental balance, this mental healing, this ability to clean the clutter or accumulated clutter, which I feel is your case. It's a lot of accumulation of problem situations, and you were kind of, again, bottling up instead of, as they happened, releasing them. And so it's like you need to release all at once, and this is why it may feel harder. But I feel the majority of you have this understanding of your, or a better understanding as well, of your intuitive emotional places. Yes, you still may be dealing with strong fears that are associated with your past, yes, but I also feel that you have conscious, it's like a conscious available space to understand those fears outside of the negative focus, which I want to say is like being your own psychotherapist, for example, observing your fears, studying your fears, asking help to guide you. Some of you would really benefit if you end up realizing that you're not able to cope with this. For those who are suffering, for those who are, you know, identifying with what I'm saying, or that you will be over the month, it's a good thing to ask for help when you, and it's okay to ask for help when you end up realizing that you cannot do something on your own. Some of you will be asking or looking for spiritual guidance, religious guidance, you know, established guidance of some sorts from an external source that you could see as wise, or that could help you, you know, direct you in this path of healing. But I see you moving to the path of healing. You may still need to dive here. You may still need to endure a little bit. For those especially who are agonizing over something over and over again, family concerns, I feel that some of you need a little bit more time. And also be kind. Be kind with yourself. Be kind with the moment you are in. It takes time to heal. It takes time to overcome losses of any sorts, but especially for a Taurus, it really, really takes time. You cannot expect things to be healed and forgiven with your energies, you know, in a split of a second. You will worry, because you are consistent. You are consistent signs. You look for structures, you look for solid behavior, you look for commitment, you look for a more traditional way of doing things, a more reliable way of doing things, a more, again, that approach of when something is broken, you don't throw it away, you try to fix it, you try to mend it. Taurus are the builders, but usually they don't know when to back down, when to let something go, because it really hurts to let something go in which you have put so much of your work into, so much of your love, so much of your investment, of your energy, and it just can't seem to, you know, breathe with the notion that you're just going to let it go, you know. And this applies with, you know, a relationship, the death of a loved one, or a pet, or watching your child leave home to their adult lives. Everything takes a deep toll on Taurus in regards to traumatic change. Change can be traumatic, is what I want to say. Not all of it, of course, but some change can be really traumatic to Taurus. So you need to dive into your fears. You need to dive into the understanding of those anxieties surfacing, regardless of what they are. I feel that some of you are dealing with losses and regrets at the same time, and putting too much, it's like overwhelming yourself too much with things you can't do anything about right now. It's like things that are out of your hand, and so worrying is not going to help. It's only going to make you feel worse. And I know this is easier said than done, but still, I'm saying this because I feel you have something here to help you, which may be coming in the energy of some of you wanting to invest in your future. Some of you are really focused on investments of some sort. It could be, again, investments of energy. Where are you putting your energy? Where are you putting your mental focus? Are you feeding your mind with good things? Are you feeding your mind with interesting things? Or are you just obsessively thinking upon the same issues that you can't do anything about right now? Some of you are investing on new courses, new workshops, new studies of some sorts. Some of you are investing in the future, or what you see, or where you see yourself in the future, in this perfect picture of what the future could be for you, and you're trying to make the steps or gather the resources now and the tools now for that future to be possible. There's a lot of, it's like a fortress energy in terms of your aims. So for those who are able to stick to that goal or stick to that project, you can really see results growing as February unfolds. Some of you, though, need to invest on quality and not on quantity, which is something that usually Taurus, again, are very good at. Quality, the quality of things, but it's showing up here. Invest on the quality. Don't jump the gun or precipitate yourself because it's not giving you, the numbers that you are immediately looking for. Quality will work on the long run for what you are desiring. It's like the energy of what's plastic doesn't serve you. You want jewelry. You want real jewelry. You're looking for the real gem, the real precious stone, that it's going to mark like a pilgrim for some of you. There's a pilgrim here in moving to a new direction, or to a direction that is more calm, more tranquil, with more tranquility. And I feel that some of you are really into this. What's going to help you is actually focusing, when you try to put energy into your work, your career, your creative pursuits. I feel that there's luck there. There's opportunities, windows of opportunities there from work. And going in this direction of work and career will open up the doors for those who are looking for better circumstances in other areas like relationships and yourselves. So I feel that it's like by achieving some good results in one area of life, you can actually help others fall into place. Again, work and invest your energy in what you can right now. It's okay. It doesn't mean that you are giving up. It's okay to back down for now, again, from things you can't solve, that are out of your hands. Treat yourself better. Give yourself care. Spoil yourself with pleasures and delicacies and delights that are good for your soul, for your body, for your heart, and for your spirit, because there's beauty as well in this process. There's a lot of beauty and a return to the 5 senses, and at the same time a return to your spiritual wisdom, because I feel that some Taurus will be as well initiated, probably more from now until May, but you'll be like initiating a path of some philosophical, esoteric, spiritual, or religious knowledge, depending on the beliefs you have some of you will be really pursuing something, and you could be guided by someone to an interest that's really going to help you overcome some fears. You know, some of you are, I see you like trying to erase the past mistakes from your list and making amends with the present. It's like, it's not that, of course you can't forget what happened in the past. You know, we can't just simply erase it. We can't just deny something that happened. Okay, but what I feel is that you need to make peace with any type of failure complex or regrets you may be holding in, putting the blame, putting the guilt on you, and not giving room for sanity or focus on what's important in your life at this time to be possible, and also for your mind to be overwhelmed with fears. Fear will not make you any good. It will not make you see the way. What you need to do is actually the opposite. Is clear the fear by understanding it. Where is it coming from, and why it controls you so much, and how can you reverse the process? I feel that some of you going on a vacation or temporary weekend break, just going somewhere different, even just to a friend's house, is really going to work wonders to you to change scenarios, because I feel that some of you may be surrounded by a lot of memories, and you know, at this time it's sensitive for you and it's agonizing to look at places or to look at things around that remind you of someone, or it reminds you of a phase in your life that is the cause of why you're suffering now. So, you know, I feel that some of you are really missing something or someone very deeply, and it's the most natural, one of the most natural side effects of this energy here is this difficulty in moving on, because we miss someone so much, or we miss something so much. How can we move on missing, or having that weight of missing that and wanting that and not being able to have it right now? You know, the message here is, you know, missing someone or something, that sense of nostalgic feeling. It's more than nostalgic. It's really missing something, a lack, a hole that is left in your emotional body. So when we miss this, when we have this energy of missing, it's important to accept that hurts, and you can't, in my opinion, of course, my opinion and experience, you can't just make it stop hurting. You can't just, you know, take something in or do some magic tricks, even with the power of your mind, to make it stop being painful. I feel that as you allow this pain in the first stages is very deep, and it's very difficult, and it's very overwhelming, and it's very fresh. Then it's like it starts creating roots on you, and that's not pleasant as well. But then as you put your, it's like, it's very hard to explain in words, but it's, as you put your care into that gap, as you put your attention into it in a open embrace way, not trying to resist it or deny that you have that as a weakness, as a frail point. No, accept. Yes, I do miss you. Yes, I do wish you were here. And it really, really, really hurts. accept that to yourself. Forgive yourself for feeling that way, which the majority of us feel that it's a weakness. And then again, as time unfolds, it's not that it's going to heal because time passes by. No, it's because you put love into that place that is hurting. Self-love, self-care. And then it becomes a part of this heart. Your heart space starts expanding. Your notion of love starts growing through that as well, through that experience. So it no longer is just this sore point. It starts actually giving something good to you, some good depth, some good knowledge of experience, some good wisdom that you're going to use either way to help yourself and even possibly to help others or to influence positively the next relationship you will have. But we need first to accept it and sit with that pain, which is the most difficult part. And we need to gather a lot of mental focus and strength to still be able to do other things while feeling that pain in your chest. For those who are agonizing, because I feel that some of you are agonizing over pain, and accepting that that may be a part of you for a long time, and it's going to naturally get better. It's like the sea. It gets calmer, and then there's some days where the waves come and the storm comes, but then it's like these hours or these moments of rush, of a sudden break, and then again you return to the stillness of that ocean, of that depth of ocean that is actually giving you something more than just that pain. It's making you understand the whole concept of why we feel pain. It's directly associated with why we love, in my opinion. So Taurus, very important to dive into these concepts for the ones who are dealing with pain. For the ones that are feeling good, I feel that, again, build the trust on yourself and your abilities. There's good opportunities on the horizon. For those who have been thinking on moving, I feel that that move is well guided. It's going to bring you good results financially and professionally. I feel that some of you are really trying to open up to the opportunity of what tomorrow may bring. Some of you are actually trying to push ahead and be more optimistical and more open-minded about, new concepts, new ideas, trying to work on broadening your beliefs. It's like, okay, I have my beliefs, but still I'm able to study, listen, and formulate new beliefs from places and experiences that are being presented to me right now. So I don't need to hold on to just one way of looking at things. Some of you are trying to release dogmatic views that were instilled on you from childhood forward. I feel that February is a month of making amends and giving a big hug to yourself, giving a big hug of love to yourself. I know that you may desire that hug to be from a support outside, but it begins with you. There's actually very good exercises about that you can research, and I'm saying this because I feel that Taurus, again, is an energy that is really connected with their body. So any type of therapies that makes you really have that energy of warmth, have that energy of closeness with your five senses, it's very healing to you, and for some of you it could benefit you greatly. So I hope you have a great month of February. I want to thank all of you who have been liking, sharing, commenting, and donating to my channel. Thank you so much, and please keep doing so. The link for donations are below, and hopefully we'll see each other soon.